think I recognize most of you young people. Some of you are new to me. My name's Ross, and actually 40 years ago today, I'll start off with this. 40 years ago today, on a Friday, because the day of the week changes, but the date doesn't, I graduated from Marine Corps boot camp. You know what that is? It's where you, as a young person, you have to be kind of young, go into the military, and one of the branches of the military service we have in this country is called the Marine Corps. Supposedly it's the toughest. I don't know about that. Anyway, they're all dedicated individuals. So, I graduated boot camp. It took 3 months. And then I got stationed at a base in Southern California called 29 Palms. And as a young person, at 18 years old, barely, I decided I wanted a new car. So I started saving my money every month, and at that time, you only made about $900 a month. I don't know what they make today. I saved and I saved and I saved, and I finally was able to buy a brand new pickup truck, a small pickup truck. It was bright red. I love that truck. Loved that truck. Okay? So when I was still at 29 Palms, because it was in Southern California, and that's where I grew up, I was able to go home and visit my family and friends. Well, one day, I was driving home, and I realized I need to get some gas for my car, my truck. So I pulled off the freeway, and because there wasn't a gas station right off the freeway, I had to go up this long, gradual, sloping street, big 4-lane street with a middle divider. It was a big street. Finally got some gas, and I started heading back down that same street. Well, it was a little bit gray outside. It was misty. It was kind of wet on the pavement. And I'm driving down the street, and I see a signal light in front of me at an intersection, and I see it's green, and then I saw it turn yellow, and then I saw it turn red, and then I forgot. So as I'm driving down this street, I'm about, let's just say 4 or 5 car lengths away. So from here to, say, the fellowship hall at the back of the hallway there. So it's quite a ways away when I saw it turn red, but then for some reason, I forgot. So as I was pulling through the intersection on a red light, I knew, well, I didn't know because I wasn't paying attention. All of a sudden, in front of me, as I crossed into the intersection, I saw a bright yellow Volkswagen Bug, one of those round-looking cars, and it was coming from my right side, from my right to left. And as I saw that car, I was so close to that car that the hood of my truck actually covered the left side wheels of the car, right? So if you think about it, if you're looking over the hood of my car, say this is the hood of my car, you can't see the base of the pulpit, can you? Okay? That's how close I was. So, realizing there was something in front of me, coming from my right to my left, I decided I better turn my wheel. So I turned my wheel to the left. Everybody who knows how to drive in here knows that's not the right way to go, because the car was going from this side to that side, and I was turning the wheel to where I would go that way. That's the wrong way to go. I don't know what made me do it, except that it was God. I was not a Christian at the time. But all of a sudden, I let go of the wheel. I just let go. Guess what I didn't do with my right foot? I didn't step on the gas, but I also didn't step on the brake. Guess what my car did? It didn't do anything. It went straight ahead. So, by God's incredible divine protection for somebody who wasn't even a Christian, He spared me having a side-on collision with a car in front of me. I don't know how or why, because I literally took my hands off the wheel like this, And I didn't scream, I didn't yell, I didn't swear. And I went right through the intersection, didn't hit a thing. And nobody hit me. I put my hands back on the wheel like nothing happened and continued to go straight. I actually did put the brakes on. I do remember. I slammed the brakes on, but I didn't slide. Nothing happened. So I went through the intersection, and that was a big street too. Oh, wow, 20 pounds gets heavy. So I went through the intersection, put my hands back on the wheel, and went through and realizing, wow, how did that happen? I went through the intersection, I pulled over on the side of the street, took my hands off the wheel, turned off the car, took the keys, put them in my lap, and I just sat there for about 3 or 4 minutes, waiting for somebody to come up and scream at me or something. And guess what happened? Nothing. There wasn't a car horn that honked. There wasn't anybody who screamed. It was like it didn't even happen. But I remember it like it happened yesterday. Like I was invisible. Wouldn't that be cool? So, there may be times in your life where things like that might happen. They may not. You may never have an experience like that. But God is always here. He's always there. He knows exactly what you're doing. He knows exactly what you're going through. He knows how much you love Him or don't. And He's just waiting with open arms all the time. God loves us and He protects us even when we don't even think we deserve it. So God bless you all. You can go back to your seats.